Good evening. Good evening, guys and goddesses. Let me get some of these notifications out of here. It's a beautiful evening. Let's see if anybody joins us while I sit and let me share this video. Ooh, am I live? Am I live? Okay, I'm live. Hey, Y2 Kenyon. I'm sitting here like I'm not sure if I'm live because I don't like Streamlabs. It's in the yellow. Okay, now it's in the green. All right. So Michi shut it down just now, just so y'all know. I got what is that in the background, y'all? Michi shut it down just now. Good evening, Mr. Smith. And thank you, because I just got some new subscribers. Shouts out to Michi X. I just called in her call-in show just now, and I had to say my piece, you know. And I gained like quite a lot of subscribers in a short amount of time. You said hello, goddamn, I love that dress. It looks damn good on you. Thank you, Ataka Zulu. I had to I had my pajamas on already, but you know, I had to get dressed for the occasion. Let me crop that out. That's my shopping bag. Sorry, don't take that on mine. Okay, so guys, Michi just shut it down. New development. So I was talking about the whole FBA thing earlier, and I was in a rush. I didn't get to really say everything I want to say, and I didn't really get all the deets. But the deets are crazy, y'all. It just got worse and worse and worse. The more people started telling their story about what happened. First of all, how do you have people at a conference that don't feed them? I'm really stuck on that. Like, do you know people been saving up for this trip all year? All year? They've been talking about this. People done drove to Atlanta, probably ain't have nowhere to sleep, probably slept in their car, and they couldn't eat. You didn't have nothing but some red velvet cake. Don LaVega said, I listened to some of Yvette video about the FBA conference, and Yvette was spitting some facts. I'm just saying. Thank you, Belle Gardner. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. See, Michi is the bomb. But I've been told y'all that. Okay? I didn't tell her my whole story with Final Be Queens. I just gave her the little rundown. Like, you know, I started watching because of her. And then they had put out ads for people to join. And I, you know, responded because I wanted to get into YouTube and I'm new on the scene. I'm like, I need to ruffle feathers with the right people, but it was non-paid. But I was there for almost 2 years and no money was on the table at all. Not even a free t-shirt, a free mug, nothing. I mean, I would have supported them. Don't get me wrong, but they expected me to sign a contract and put in work as if it was a job. I could see if it was to my discretion on when I wanted to upload videos, but they wanted us to do like 4 times a week in an hour per video. You said he probably thought that was player. Who you talking about, Y2KN? Yo, you mean, you talking about Tariq? Like what he did was like on some player shit? Yeah, no. How? You don't know that people are hungry? That's like at the crux of lunch. Depending on how people's flights came in or if they drove at the last minute, that could have been somebody's lunchtime and dinner time. And they got no food. Wow. Mr. Smith, the best movies ever made, part 2, Cotton Comes to Harlem. Oh, thank you for that. You kind of changing the subject. But that's cool. It's all good. You know, I like to go back and forth between subjects. But Michi shut it down. Yvette Carnell shut it down. And it's crazy how things come full circle because it's a lot of people on Tariq's nuts. I'm sure some people in here on Tariq's nuts. No offense. Yeah, see, I just lost a couple people. Um, Tariq and his velvet cake. Yeah, nah, it was stupid, but he probably thought it was player. No, he didn't think that was player. He had to pay Judge Joe Brown. You know he had to pay Boyce Watkins, and probably all the other people on the panel. So, damn, they couldn't get no Little Caesars pizza, nothing. Okay. It's just crazy how karma works because his bravado is so real. Like, he portrays like he shuts everybody down. And that's not the case. And then you want to come at women like, hold on. Yvette and Michi are women. Like, but yeah, guys. I want to talk about some other topics too. And this has a little bit to do with what I'm talking about. Velvet cake. Tariq wants to serve bussy cake. I'm done. I don't know. I don't know if it was like a vendor that had red velvet cake or I don't know exactly what happened, but all I know is this. I'm glad I didn't go because I'm not gonna lie. I thought about being a spectator just to be able to say, okay, I was there. I got to see people, but it was cold. Yeah, no food. And then the panel wasn't the panel that people thought they was paying for because originally he had people on the panel that did not show up. They didn't show up. So people thought they was paying for something they didn't get. So Michi and Yvette spoke nothing but facts. It's crazy how people try to pimp you in your own community. Like it's just so disheartening. And he had to pay his $10,000 per month mortgage. Huh. Must be nice. Must be nice. You could have went as a reporter if you wanted to. Listen, it wasn't like, oh, I couldn't have went. It was on the weekend, even though I started this job. I looked at how much the tickets was to Atlanta, and it was cheap. But the point was, I'm like, something in me just said, what am I going hard to go up there for? Don Vega said it was a vendor from Florida that had the red velvet cake. So it wasn't even his doing. And thank God for her, because if they didn't have that, they probably would have started strangling each other. Like, that's one thing, I get hangry. Y'all know what hangry is? I don't like to be hungry. You gotta feed me, Seymour. I'm sorry. I'm not about the starving life. No. And don't invite me to your event if food is not being served properly. I don't like shit like that. Leave me out of it. I've been to events like that and I was like, nah, I'm good. And I heard people was doing the same thing at the conference, leaving. They built this conference up all year just to be let down. Interesting. That's kind of messed up. He could have had a whole soul food buffet. All he had to do was find somebody with some food stamps and get some good cooks. Like, damn, Tariq, you not really the Mac that you think you are. Because real Macs make shit happen even when they ain't got shit. That's what I'm saying. You don't got no sisters, no cousins that know how to cook. Your mom, nobody, your wife. Y'all couldn't throw together some ham and cheese sandwiches, nothing. No Lunchables, nothing. Nah, I'm sorry. Y'all might think listen, I gotta eat while I'm working. I'm not going to work without coffee and a little bit of something to nibble on. Or I'm gonna be hangry and I'm not gonna wanna work. That is me. I don't care. Food is to sustain you. If I don't feel sustained, I'm not in a good mood. You said how much were tickets for attendance? The tickets were different prices depending on if you wanted the VIP treatment or not. Which is crazy. What VIP treatment? I think they started at 50. When I looked on the website, it started at 50. But then it had different tiers, like $100 for the front row, $200 for the red carpet pics, $500 for the VIP pass backstage to handshake him, boys in Rizza Islam. Then the $1,000 package is if you wanted to be a vendor. That was $1,000. Ichigo Uzumaki said Tariq is a failed pimp. That's it. Pimping on all accords. Did he have a damn vendor table for that Ogun juice? You said this is sad, goddess. Black folk take too much abuse. They take it and smile, shaking my head. Thank you, Real Deal Financial. Exactly. Like, I know people personally that, 2 people that I know in real life that donated to Tariq. I ain't gonna blow up y'all names. Y'all know who y'all are. And I say, you did what? For what? Hidden Colors what? For his website, what? Yo, y'all. I have a business. I have a business on my YouTube channel. I need the same type of attention from my friends. The way y'all showing a man y'all don't even know. His penis must be big. Why is everybody hanging off his nuts? Seriously, does he have these guys under a spell? I was reading under the comments, that shit was hilarious. It was some funny ass comments in Michi's chat, yo. People said Tariq is for hurt black men. Somebody said all the black men with daddy issues love Tariq. I'm sorry to laugh, but this is what was said in the chat. Do y'all think that's true? Because I think there's a little bit of truth to that. The ones that be all on him, like they trolling, either that's Tariq or his minions is really, really loyal, because they be going to other people's videos and they chat. Oh, Tariq is not that. He's amazing. He's impeccable. Like, hold on. Who talks about a man like that? Like, what? Mrs. Smith said it was jacked up from the get-go. Watching people walk around trying to pimp themselves out to each other. Total scam, exactly. Some meatballs and cheese gotta give something. Giving that word cheap but extra definition. This is what I'm trying to say. He couldn't get nobody to make no Swedish meatballs. He could have got the frozen joints. Again, you could have found some, but you're not from the hood. But you could have, one of your subscribers is, and put it out. Yo, y'all got that food stamp card? That whatever it's called in different places. You know, I know it's called different things in different states, but EBT is EBT. Yo, if you was running low on money, you could have got a bunch of females with wick, and listen, they give you a bunch of cheese, milk. You could have pulled at least some mac and cheese together, something. How could you? And me as a foodie, as a cook, I'm ashamed. I should have went up there and got to the fucking bag myself. Because how dare you not feed people? Tariq don't come off with nothing but jokes. Hit him with facts. He crumbles and deflects. This is what I'm saying. Just be real. Be real. Listen, I gotta pay my mortgage. Activism costs money. Like I keep saying, to be an activist, you do need a salary. How are you gonna survive if you're not making any money? You're not gonna work a job and be a full-time activist. So people just gotta be real and sincere and say what it is. You understand? Instead of you doing some fugazi shit like that conference did not need to happen, but you wanted to trump ADOS and still they shine, just like you tried to do the Grandmaster J, but it didn't work. It really didn't work. You was this close, but almost doesn't count. You said Hidden Colors was made off donations. Then he had folks pay again for the DVD. Well, that's up for discussion. According to one of my friends that donated to him, she said she only donated and they sent her the DVD. So, but how much did you donate? Because I didn't ask that question either. Real Deal Financial. I think there's a lot of out of touch boomers that latch on the Tariq philosophy. As boomers, it's the younger men too. The men in their 20s, the men in their 30s, the men in their 40s. It's a certain type of man, a certain mindset that latches onto Tariq's philosophy. It's a certain type of FBA man. They not all FBA men are not the same. They are not the same. The ones that love Tariq, their mental capacity, I don't think it goes too far. I don't think their mental capacity goes that far. Listen to the shit. When people was calling, trying to vouch for Tariq, and they stuttering, they don't know what to say, they tongue tied, like, speak. But all you know how to say is Tariq is the man. He knows, and he's enlightening us with jokes. How is that enlightening? How are we taking fighting white supremacy serious with all these motherfucking bussy jokes? Jokes are cool, but it's way too many bussy jokes. Too many. You're taking away from the message. You said, Booker T. Washington told us to beware about black people that use trauma over our heads. Exactly, Real Deal Financial. That's exactly what he does. He's preying on the black plight, black Americans' plight and struggle. You're not in the same struggle though. He's like a Z-list celebrity. Yeah, Z-list. I give him Z because he was on Charm School. Alright, Z is kind of because he does rub elbows with people. Was he on the Breakfast Club? He rubbed elbows, so maybe I'll give him T. Yeah, he's a T-list celebrity. Let me see what y'all saying. It's just as many women as men obsessed with Tariq. They all act like mindless robots. Child, it remains to be seen. Because until I see D-Tub men in the flesh, who knows if that's a woman or not? Who knows? But, I mean, I've never seen women fawn, well, Fly Nubian Queens. But other than them, I don't see a lot of other women fawning over Tariq. Because I watch him. I watch people I don't necessarily agree with now. They all content. You said cats who don't study, don't read, don't research. Right. Definitely. It's sad that his bravado make these weak-ass men believe his lies. Even with, and again, I'm not going to say he's a liar, but he have twisted the truth. He have made things sound more juicy than what it is. And some people don't vet the information. They love Tariq. They hanging from his nuts, so they automatically assume that he's telling the truth instead of them going and Googling the information or vetting it for themselves. Oh, yeah, because Tariq said that Yvette, she says such and such about Frances Cress Wilson. Oh, really? What exactly did Yvette say? Oh, hold on. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, we fall for anything that even resembles blackness. That's a whole fact. It's the bravado. It's the confidence about it all. It's the way he, carries on like he's this strong black FBA god. Meanwhile, he's the court jester. And all y'all following him look like clowns. I can't. I really can't. They're like the little high school boys that nag the girls that they like. So they play practical jokes on them and shit. The hecklers. That's what they are. You said private conversations. Tariq followers sound like Beavis and Butthead. All they do is laugh and comment Bussy and Moist. Bussy, Moist Twatkins. Everything is like a joke. Everything's a joke. Everything. Hey, Chris Glover. Atakazu said Tariq is a bully who picks on men who won't fight back and attacks black women like crazy. I noticed he doesn't attack men who don't back down from him. Right. And that's another thing Yvette brought up. She was like, he had Jabari on the panel. The Jabari guy that's usually on Senator, whatever his name is, Senator's YouTube channel. And I watch them from here and there too, but their lives is too damn long. But yeah, so Jabari was talking about Pan Africanism, and Tariq said nothing. He didn't rebut it or nothing. So what is okay? So what is his plan for reparations? What is it like? How you gonna knock a whole? Try to knock a whole vibe, a whole movement out the box that's trying to do something the legal way, and you have no plan to replace it. But everybody else is an agent. He's not an agent. Everybody else is an agent. He's not an agent. But you tear down your own people, male and female. Yes. Real Deal Financial, John Levy. Okay, y'all having private conversations. Leonard Green, sometimes Goddess got jokes. LOL. Who made the T list? I have dry humor though. I'm not like the type of person that's just a clown. You understand? Like, I'm not gonna crack a real full on joke. It just happens to come out like that. So I'm saying he really be going for the juggler with the jokes like a comedian would. Be honest. I have my serious moments. I don't see too many serious moments from Tariq. I'm just saying. Hey, Jaleesa's woke. You said who? I said Tariq Nasheed is on the T list. At first I said Z, but that was kind of harsh. So I gave him the letter T. That's a step up. Hey, Mad Ant. And she goes, says he was just beefing with a rapper where I'm from named Yuckmouth. Oh yeah, Yuckmouth was coming at his head because Yuckmouth rocks with NFAC. So he did a live with Grandmaster Jay because I caught the whole tea. And they was talking about Tariq because that's when Tariq was really coming at Grandmaster Jay, calling him an agent. And Yuckmouth was like, what? That's how I know a lot of these celebrities, they watch the YouTubers. And that's another topic I want to get into briefly, but they watch YouTubers because he knew the whole rundown on Tariq. So, yeah. You said Jabari be telling people to vote. Get the fuck out of here. LOL. He is a political hack. LOL. Like I said, all of them little debates they be having, it's always some nonsense and it's way too long. When he had the chick on there, he be having her on there, Lady Napa, and I think her name is something Napa, Queen Napa something, and she's into polygamy. That's when I tuned out. I said, I'm done. Yeah, that's another topic. He said, yeah, she did a video on him at Yuckmouth. Yes, I did. Aaliyah almost slipped up and co-signed Pan-Africanism knowing she was damn near born out of a... First of all, FBA Nigel, you really starting to get on my nerves. Because you definitely hanging from Tariq's nuts. And I'm not even trying to be funny. You know you're hanging from Tariq's nuts. Either you are Tariq, either you are the Shadow Babbler, or you're just a loyal minion because you was in Michi's chat. You know you don't vibe with Michi. You see me in there, you gonna tell me don't co-sign this. Don't tell me what to do. I fucks with Michi. Okay? So if you can tell me don't co-sign Michi, don't co-sign Tariq. Cause it makes you look like one of them weak punks that's in the chat. I need strong men and center. No weak ass punks is on this channel. I have nothing but kings on here. So please act accordingly. No, Tariq is a professional entertainer, a clown, court jester. I at least respect him. I don't always agree with him, but I respect him. He at least does his homework and seems genuine. That's what I'm saying. When Tariq, I'm not gonna lie, because I was new on the scene. So when Tariq did that whole situation, it kind of got my attention, and I've kind of veered towards Tariq. Now, I never stopped watching Yvette and Tone, but I feel like that put a damper on them. Him doing that, a lot of people, it divided people. AOS, FBA. We already divided by race, and you're dividing us by a name, which it really equals the same shit. So for all of those who say you're not ADOS, you're not FBA, well, what the fuck are you? Because y'all don't even like each other. ADOS, FBA's, what difference? Y'all still bumping heads. So how y'all think y'all gonna get reparations if two black cliques can't even get together? But then y'all talk about black on black crime and Chicago and shit. This ain't no better. How is this any better? People come on here to seek knowledge and they gotta always tune into some fucking bullshit. All the time. Ashigo, all the time. It's always some drama amongst somebody. And Tariq be right in the middle of the fucking storm. Terrence Kamal Oates, I always look for the solutions when these cats are talking. They say eat the meat and spit out the bones, but it's too many goddamn bones. None of these pro-black motherfuckers are genuine. Facts, real deal. Facts. This is what I'm trying to say. It turns you kind of away from building with your people because there's so much dissension with people who claim to be for the people. Make it make sense. The fuck? And that's another point. Michi said some real shit. She said some real shit, and this is the type of shit that I be on. If you could crowdfund a motherfucking stupid ass 3-hour conference, then you could have fucking crowdfunded some fucking land with your multi-million-dollar house, allegedly. You can't fund some land. You can't fund some to build something in the community. Skirt, you're not real. You're not really real, Tariq. Because if you're that powerful to get all of these weak-ass punks to follow you, then you should be powerful enough to get these punks to fucking get up and do something. Rather than laugh at bussy jokes. Me as a woman, I'm offended by it. Y'all making me look at y'all with the side eye. Are y'all niggas into bussy or not? And this is y'all secret fucking meeting. What is the real tea? And Sheila says, I looked up the word vote. It literally means a vow to a deity. Well, you said, white folks ain't my God. Never voted, never will. I hear that. I can't be mad at you. You say y'all newbies need to rock with the goddess. Hit that subscribe button if you want some real talk. Thank you. Thank you. That's a king right there. And listen to him, please, because he knows what he's talking about. Yeah, but please hit the subscribe button for all the new viewers. I appreciate the love. I did get quite a few new subscribers, so I'm so grateful. Y'all don't even know. It's been a journey. Thank you, Terrence Kamal Oates. Hold on. Maddie says, hey, what's up with Brother Polite? Haven't heard him in the black conscious sector in a while. Yeah, because he was on the shopping block for scamming too. And then the whole polygamy thing, a lot of our sisters ain't ready for that. That's for the Hebrew Israelite sisters. The sisters that's not that religious ain't, they mental ain't, yeah. Thank y'all, Maddie and Terrence. Real Deal Financial says motherfuckers gave these pro-black house of scammers 40 million plus, including Jay Morrison. We could have got properties on our own strength. So y'all idea of black power is to take the crowd's money and save that wealth for your own family. How are you an activist? That's not activism, because an activist is similar to a politician, right? And you have to live in the environment that you are leading. You can't live on a hill as a politician, literally. Like, you really gotta be in that city, that town, whatever that you're trying to run for office in. You have to have lived there for a year. Okay? You have congressmen. If they ran in Baltimore, they live in Baltimore. This nigga want to act like he's for the streets, but you don't even live in the hood. I'm so confused. And y'all black men need to really stop. I'm sorry. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, FBA Nigel. I'm going to get to you in a minute. Shigo says money is a tool of their system. We didn't need that shit when we ran the world. We gonna get there again. That's why I say he ain't no real player, because money is a great tool to have, but creativity is an even better tool, because he could have pulled some shit off. Go to the fucking pantry and get some. They be having leftover sandwiches from Panera and all type of shit that they donate to the churches. You could have did something, my nigga. I'm sorry. Thank you, Mike James Boxing. Yes, Y2K and Black Power. Now, FBA Nigel, I'm ready for you. FBA ADOS are not cliques. They are a lineage. You Bayesian/Belizean lineage is confusing your identity politics. FBA Nigel, get off my nuts now, because you sound stupid as fuck. I'm not going to keep explaining myself to you. Seriously, who the fuck are you? And what is your lineage? What is both sides of your lineage before you sit here and put mine into motherfucking question? Like, I'm so pressed if I don't get reparations. I'm not. That's y'all. If y'all get it, y'all get it. I'm not pressed if I don't get it. Do you understand what I'm telling you? I want my ADOS or FBAs to get it, but the way shit's looking, y'all can't even get the fuck along. So if you want to put me on the outskirts, do that. Do that if that makes you feel better, because white supremacists have done that to us, so you got to do that to your own people. It's cool though, FBA Nigel, keep it up. Yes, Maddie, Tommy is definitely right what he says about Tariq all along. Yeah, that's why I said the truth always comes to the light. Now Tommy ain't no better himself though, but the truth always comes to the light. You said secret bussy meeting Jalise as well. First of all, social media is the most powerful tool to meet people. All you gotta do is click on somebody's page. That's all you gotta do. Send them a little shout out. Hey, you got an email address? Okay. Glad I seen you on Attraction. Thank you, Ashigo. I appreciate you. Terrence says, search the internet for a price of land lots and you will see how cheap it is across most parts of this country. Exactly, Terrence. So why is it that they never crowdfunded something for that? They want to crowdfund for a temporary fix, a fucking conference that served no motherfucking purpose. And I don't care what y'all say, that particular conference served no purpose. Nope. At a whole COVID hospital. Yup. You said I was definitely wondering what happened to you on FNQ. Glad to see you're making videos on your own platform. Thank you, Noel. Janae, thank you. Or Jean. I might be saying that wrong. I can't see y'all. But yes, I had to take control over my own situation, because certain individuals are no better than white supremacists, even though their skin is like mine. They ain't no different from a slave master. Because they want to use you for your fucking labor so they can eat good. That's why motherfuckers is looking pregnant now. But we going to leave that there. You said Tariq Nasheed to me is Tommy Sotomayor and a Dashiki. He and Tommy think a lot alike. Tariq should just acknowledge that. Yeah, I mean, the only difference is Tariq, his topics are more prone to black topics. Everything is a black topic, things in the black community. Tommy, on the other hand, like, he portrays like he wants to help the community. Tommy, on the other hand, he's not really for the black community. He's not on some positive shit. He's really on some, I'm saying how I feel. This is tough love. But that doesn't mean how you feel is right, but okay. You said FBA Nigel and God is play nice. You said my folks from Virginia, that's not Turner land. Okay, both sides, your mother and your father's from Virginia? Prove it. Cause you talking so tough, like do you have a plan, FBA Nigel? Cause one thing I don't appreciate is you trying to make me feel like I shouldn't ride for Michi when you ride for a whole fake ass pimp. He put out no music that had nothing to do with any of his content. I'm so confused. Let me see what y'all saying. Oh, the comments is going fast. You said when I had a Muay Thai fight in 2013, a lot of people packed the building and all they ate was dozens of ham and cheese sandwiches and didn't run out. Tariq could have done it, but he didn't. He's scandalous. Thank you. That's what I said. Sandwiches, you could have got your little cousins to put on some, wash their hands, put on some gloves, make sure your hands pulled back, and make some motherfucking sandwiches the whole conference. People would have been appreciative of that. But you couldn't even do that. And it's funny how none of his followers, subscribers, is talking about this FBA conference. I don't see no pictures. I don't see no video footage except for Jade Arundel, because she's a reporter. I don't see it. You said I felt like the last real activist was Khalid Muhammad. He really lived what he preached about. Rarely asked for money when spreading the message. He was about that physical action when needed. That's a whole fact. That's the real king right there. His whole swag about him was just real, just raw. Like, I don't give a fuck about y'all white people. Y'all stink. Hey, favorable child. You said it ain't that we don't deserve it, but what make you think they would ever do right by us? And how much is the blood, sweat, and tears of your ancestors worth to you? I want my whole planet back. That's the shit, bro. That is a whole fact. How much is it worth to you? Because how much would y'all settle for? It's like the whole reparations thing is sketchy because let's be honest about us as American people. Y'all can want to separate Caribbeans from Americans, but as black people, we love things. We love things in general. And I don't trust what a lot of motherfuckers will do with their money. Like I said, it's plenty of ADO West men in jail, in prison. Are they going to get their money, or is it forfeit because they in prison? I'm telling y'all, there's a lot of black American men in prison. It is. And y'all know that it is. Queen, this is Terrence Kamal Oates. I subscribe to you on my other page so you can know me by my righteous name, Kamal Amani. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. That's so nice of you. And you kept it real with me. That's what I'm talking about, King. Aaliyah is my sister. I love you, Aaliyah. I just be having to tighten her up a bit. Aaliyah, you still a real one, though. Thank you, FBA Nigel. Like, you sometimes you nice to me, and sometimes you want to come at me crazy. Like, okay, if I'm not in your West, in your eyes, then that is okay, FBA Nigel. I'm not going to cry. Of course, I want money like the next person, but listen, I'm not going to let that stop my bag. I have other ways I can make money. I may not come into wealth that way, but I'm not a hater either. I'm just not a hater. And like I said, my kids is ADOS. All three of them. So somebody's giving me PC. Yeah, either way you slice it. But yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in. The Unorthodox Guru Kamal Amani, thanks for your contribution. We need the realness. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate y'all. And what's up, Jaja, my babes? Shouts out to my girl, Jaja. That's what real friends are for. Let me tell y'all something. I take my kids on the weekends since I started this job, and they with their father during the week. So I didn't want to ask him to watch the kids so I could get my nails done on the weekend. So I'm like, damn, let me ask my girl Jaja to pull up. And she did, and I appreciate it because my nails are so beautiful. Thank you. That's what friends are for. In my Dionne Warwick voice. Shigo says, and when Farrakhan did Khaled how he did, I knew he was co-opted. Folks ain't ready for that convo. Facts. Yeah. They not ready for that convo. That has been a source of contention for a long time in the community, because there's people that don't want to believe that Farrakhan would be on the wrong side. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to believe that he would do something like that. You understand? So I'm not saying he did it, and I'm not saying what I believe. I don't know because I wasn't there. I like Farrakhan's message to a certain extent. There has been a little bit of discrepancies with the whole him feeling okay with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad fornicating with young girls, but we ain't gonna go there tonight. We're gonna save that for another time. You said, okay, here it is what it is. Typically before war, a demand is made and not met. So whatever. We're just demanding reparations in U.S. And yes, across the world, we want our whole planet back. Y'all kings on here be talking that talk, and that's what I want to hear. We need our planet back. And I don't care what y'all say. I am a Native American, African, whatever you want to call me. I'm here, okay? Motherfuckers. You said Nigel was trolling in Extraction Attraction. Exactly, as she go, trolling. Like, why are you trying to come at Michi? For what? She did nothing to you but not like Tariq. So, but we on a good note right now, Nigel. Let's keep it that way. He said the problem is that most of our people haven't really studied Marcus Garvey, Elijah Muhammad, Kwame Nkrumah, Jomo Kenyatta, etc. So they fall victim to cats that have read about 5 black books. I'm done. Well, like, that's why you have to be honest. You can't just read one or, a couple of books and just feel like you're a scholar. You have to really have a lot of knowledge, and it takes time. And that's why I said, come on this journey with me, because I am starting to read books. I have my Kindle account. I'm gonna read them on my phone, but that's what it is right now. The libraries are still not open, and I mean, usually books on Amazon are not too pricey, but anyway, I got Kindle nonetheless. Damn, he didn't feed nobody, LOL. No, Reem the Dream. He sucks. Listen, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I have a cousin who had a wedding, and it was a wedding in the church. The reception was in the church. That was a mistake. But anyway, nonetheless, the food was finger foods. Oh my God. When I tell y'all I died on the inside, because like for weddings and funerals, it seems like I never can eat for those days. I wait till late in the day to eat. And then so now when they start serving food, I'm starving. So they serving the food at this wedding that I just sat in the damn church listening to the nonsense, and I shouldn't say that, God forgive me. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. You wait all this time, get to the reception, like, yeah, we about to eat, drink. First of all, we can't drink no liquor because we in the church, okay? Then, finger foods. When they brought the plate to me with no side orders, I said, no, I'm out. I'm sorry. I remember I was working at Red Lobster at the time. I said, I'm about to call into work because I'm hungry as shit. I'm going to eat better at Red Lobster than this motherfucker. I'm horrible. You said, but what makes you think they would ever give us anything but a hard time? Seriously, though. She go, and this is what my mother was saying, but people didn't like that. A lot of people was saying some negative shit. Don't worry, we working on a part 2, because we got to come back with the rebuttals, because people was coming at us, especially my mother. You said if 19 middle-class families can come together and purchase 97 acres of land, Tariq could easily do twice as much that if he wanted to. He's more interested in the acres under his multi-million-dollar house. Thank you, Donald Vega. All right, I'm making too much noise. I'm disturbing them in here. I don't care, though. They be disturbing me. Reem the Dream. I don't even know what's going on. I was talking about the FBA conference. I was just recapping Michi X Live, which was dope. She shut it down. And Yvette Carnell's live. They spoke nothing but facts. So check those out. Ataka Zulu says, Tariq talk about Ogun juice, but talk about bussy. I practice Ogun's fighting art. Gidigbo. Oh my god, I can't say that. Gidigbo. Did I say that right? Okay. And I gained masculine power and respect for my strong Oshun queens. How dare him dishonor Ogun? Exactly. He don't even know who Ogun really is. And mind you, it's so many Orishas. Why do you have to choose Ogun? But alright, whatever. I digress. Ataka Zulu says, oh no, I read that. FBA Naju, most black folks is pimps, Aaliyah. We live in a global system of white supremacy, so motherfuckers gonna get pimped. Now let's pimp our way out of this system of anti-black racism into a system of justice. Okay, I agree with you, FBA Naju, but you need to tell Zaddy Tariq that he needs to do a better job at doing something more in the community besides what's in his yard, what's in his backyard, what's in his home. If you say you're for the people, then be for the people where it's benefiting them, not taking from them. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay? You can't pimp people that ain't got it. It doesn't make sense. You're just a horrible individual. He said Tommy not trying to be pro-black warrior and fake it like everyone else. He just trying to be himself. But Tariq is trying to be pro-black and it comes off disingenuous. That's the difference. Your words, not mine. He said, did somebody mention pork? Yeah, I don't dine on swine. Who was talking about pork? Oh, ham and cheese sandwich. It was just an example. I don't eat deli ham. I eat turkey all the time, but that we just use that as an example. We built this whole world on God. Yes, Jaja. Thank you. I am. You said I want my reparations point blank, period. I hear that. Spirit Wonder. I'm not mad at y'all. Again, I'm not a hater. I never was like, reparations didn't happen. I'm just saying it's a fine line trying to decipher who's fully ADOS. That's all I was saying because it's so many mixed with Caribbean. So, but okay. Any payment they would make would be considered a partial repayment. They can't never repay it all, but what we doing is trying to take something bit by bit. Facts. I hear you. Shigo says, yo, any real hip-hop fans, check out Illinois' new album, White Man's World. I promise no disappointment. 2020 Public Enemy feeling. Oh, okay. They on YouTube. Illinois. 100, Jaja. Divine Concepcion says Atlanta may see an increase of COVID-19 on account of this FBA conference. And that's what Tony and Yvette was saying. It was like, yo, they better quarantine when they go back home from that conference. Because it was a whole COVID hospital. You know how they was making locations into a COVID testing center or a hospital because the hospitals was getting overcrowded? Well, that was one of them. Y'all better hope they scrub them walls and shit down. But I digress. You said, Tariq straight up sold the ADOS movement. He is a fraud. Thank you, Isaiah James. He did. And I watched it all unfold. I was definitely tuned in on. First of all, I'm still subscribed to everybody. But it was like a soap opera to me. Like, I'll go to this person's page and see what they rebuttal was and what is Tone gonna say and Michi gonna say something. You said, are you against us getting reparations? Absolutely not, Spirit Wonder, because y'all all are gonna donate to the channel with y'all reparations. That's all. Yo, back at 22, the country is getting too big and population is too large. That's why I think it's easier for other countries to get the reparation. Yeah, that's why they trying to get rid of some of the population with the damn COVID. Fucking fuckboys. You said chill, don't tell them, Jaja. My community, Mr. Community, tuned in from Cincinnati. Thank you so much for tuning in. And to all my new viewers, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. Your girl, she's getting her groove on. She's getting her groove on. Raise the roof. You know I'm old school. I can't. Farrakhan ain't not FBA either. Exactly. So he ain't getting no reparations. And Shigo says ain't no different. It sound good, but Chicago still fucked all the way up. Nah, they are. I've never been there either. I'm scared to go to certain places. Like places like Chicago is like you hear so much negativity. It's like, damn, I don't even know what's the right side of town to go to. Favorable Child says no food at the FBA conference was sad though. I was disappointed to hear that. Well, that is sad. And nobody's saying nothing. They probably sitting there malnourished in the hospital with an IV because they was starving. That's why none of his subscribers speaking. They recovering from that shit. Favorite child, he could have had some finger food or something though. This is what I'm trying to say. Something. I don't know if he was worried because some people are vegans and vegan dishes cost. But he could have put some fresh fruit and vegetables out there. Anything. Get some bags of lettuce, the pre-washed lettuce. Throw that out there with some dressing, with some little styrofoam bowls. Say, look, take one scoop and keep it moving. Come on, Tariq. I could have pulled off some food with little funds. That's just not. He said, hey, guys, masterpiece, what is your WPM account? What's that? You know I'm slow. Oh, my WPM count. What is that? My subscriber count? I don't know what that is, Myron Harris. I'm trying to think. What does that stand for? I'm sorry. I was drinking a little bit. Boy 14395, but what have you done for black people though besides complaining? Guess what? Boy 14395, I never had a crowdfunding. How about that? Y2K and Farrakhan lost me when he started promoting that diuretics or whatever stuff in deep meetings. The way we talk about is the founder of their religious group was a white boy. Wow. Yeah, that's what I said. It's a toss up with Farrakhan. Some people really vibe out with him, and some people feel like he's a fraud. He's kind of like the Jesse Jackson of the pro-black community, right? How Jesse Jackson was allegedly jealous of Martin Luther King, or he set Martin Luther King up allegedly. Yeah, Farrakhan is the Jesse Jackson. Yeah, like he was in the shadow of Malcolm and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. But anyway, you said, Ishigo, I be off that Bobby Hermit, real talk. Bobby Hermit? What is that? 100. I want to know what that is. Favorite child, he got all that money too from people. Crazy. This is what I'm trying to say. I never had a crowdfunding. Y'all want me to do something for the community with poor credit? Like, again, if you was really a subscriber, I know you a troll, but I love trolls. Boy 14395. I love it. I never portrayed to be rich on here. I don't know what the fuck you thinking. As you can see, my edges ain't laid. I'm in my mother's crib. What am I gonna do for the black community? This is why I'm on here talking to get in tune with like-minded people, so that we can come up with a plan. Because I can't do anything alone. I'm not Superman. Thank you. He said I'm a hater. Let's see. What have any of you clowns done besides crying about what someone else did? Hey, Tariq. Or are you dangling from Tariq's nuts, boy? Oh, you have the perfect name, boy. Shigo. Diabetics, LOI, I think is Dianetics or something. Diuretics is medicine. Oh, okay. I'm a hater, but you're on my live talking shit and defending Tariq. And you're a whole boy. Bussy boy. Partisan Black, Tariq charged $500 for a photo op. This is what I'm trying to say. Look at the rundown. $50 was the starter price. That's the basics. You just get in the door. Then they had the VIP package. Then they had the VIP pass where you could go backstage. And then they had the you can be a vendor package. Oh, I did my research. No, you are mixed with Caribbean clown, and you are mixed with robot troll. Y2K, it is written, one cannot serve two masters. You can't save the people from. Damn, it's buffering. Hold on, it's buffering. Am I back, y'all? I'm reading, I'm scrolling down to see book. I'm just trying to see. I'm moderating. There's a boy in my chat who has the nerve to even speak to a goddess. You got one more comment to make that I don't like, and you're trash. Okay? You're gonna be in the trash, and you're gonna have to come up with a whole nother troll account. Now, yep, Illinois on YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna look into that. Yes, this guy, boy14395, says we all have done is complain about others while he's on here complaining about us. This is what I'm saying. He's a whole troll. Like, I love it. That means I'm doing something right. Asti Basie, Tariq is able to swindle because these people want to be swindled. They do. Look, just like this boy. This boy here, he said I'm pathetic. But you don't agree with me and you're still on my live giving me a view. So who's really pathetic? Hey, Neek Emerald 7, Chicago's in the motherfucking building. Thank you for tuning in. Exactly, and let him stay because he's adding to my view count. Julie says, whoa, you almost had 1,000 subscribers. Yes, sis, thank you. Oh, words per minute. What the fuck else? Why are you asking me how many? I'm thinking it's something else because there's no way you asking me how many words I type per minute. Come on. What do you want to know that for? Thank you, Y2K, you know. Come in here and make an insult. Super productive. So real. This is what I'm saying. Like, I'm talking about Tariq because he put himself in a position to be talked about. What happened? What happened, boy? When you become a man, then you talk to me because I'm a goddess and I'm a grown-ass woman. It's hard to believe you eat much goddess. You're so tiny. I'm really not, though, but I'm tiny at the top until you get to my stomach. Farrakhan is the man. Okay. I mean, he is definitely the man. It's just some things have been a little sketchy. You can find Bobby Hemmett videos here on YouTube. He on some whole other spiritual shit that most folks just ain't ready for. Oh, okay. I gotta look into that too. Straight Paper says the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is the truth, period. Facts. Boy says a bunch of broke people complaining. Since we broke, let me drop my cash app. Since I'm broke, right? Because I love to make people put their money where their mouth is. Hold on. Because I'm broke and I'm a claim it just for you. I'm going to be broke just for you, boo. Just for you. Hold on. I'm dropping my cash app since I'm broke to boy143 whatever. Make sure you put a nice donation in my cash app since I'm so broke. You said melanoma has been in delinquent. What? Said it for a hot minute with California Registry of Trust. Really? I'm buffering. This is annoying. I'm buffering. Is it going in green? Alright, we'll do now. Like Nation Foundation is in delinquent status, meaning what? They not paying their dues? What does that mean? Because guys, I'm not aware of how everything works. The Registry of Charitable Trusts. How does that work? Partisan Black. Leonard Green says we need this dialogue. Screw what he's talking about. Find somewhere to go. Thank you. He's hanging from Tariq's nuts. Hanging from Tariq's nuts, boy. Bust it open, boy. Boy, go somewhere and bust it open for Tariq, bussy boy. Now I drop my cash app. Let him put his money in his mouth at. And say one more motherfucking thing. Boy. Yes, view count of 41 and you don't got no picture of. You know why? Because you're probably a decrepit little fucking no penis having ugly ass. Don't make me go there. Just stop, Leah. Just stop. It's not worth it. Because it's probably somebody that doesn't like your real life and you're doing this. Hey, the Infamil. Thank you, Peter, producer. I appreciate you. You couldn't get a better troll name, though. But you couldn't get a better troll name other than Boy. Because you know what Boy reminds me of? Slavery times. It makes me think of how the slave masters used to call black men boys, and that's what you're acting like. So you're the only one embarrassing yourself because you know who you really are at the end of the day. You know you're a loser in real life. So keep it coming. I'm not mad. You're mad because you're mad in real life because nobody likes you in real life. Who's mad? You go to sleep mad every night because nobody likes you. You said, oh shit, I think I know who Boy wants. Exactly. You see why I'm playing the game? Because I already blocked a couple of fucking trolls. I blocked your boy Afua Lee. He already had a few YouTube accounts. Okay? And you know he's dangling from Tariq's nuts, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is him. Exactly. Thank you, Ishigo. Like, boy... No trolls on here can make me feel no type of way. Exactly. Margarita, somebody know got a black candle for that boy. Oh, I got a black candle for his ass. I got a black candle waiting right there. Don't play with me. You can't trust Tariq. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if he paid a fool. I wouldn't be surprised. Because I know, even though I have a small channel, because that video I did about Tariq got like 2,000 something views. Y'all know my views don't be up like that. I can admit that. I didn't have to do nothing extra to that video. Literally, just put his name in the title. I don't even be putting tags in my video, y'all. So, I'm sure the word got back to him because he had people that's like, oh, look at what this girl, like a D tell me, look at what this bitch tried to say about you. I know people's watching. And you could easily go to that person that you played and try to make it better with him because he really was on your nuts from the beginning. So Boy is more like it. Exactly. Jokes on that boy in your live. A whole clown. A whole clown. Anyway, I'm ignoring this person. This is what I'm saying. I really don't understand trolls. I don't understand trolls. Like, you really have a pathetic life that you can't stand behind who you really are. You're pathetic. Pathetic. But anyway, we moving right along. Shad Killer says, Boy 14395 isn't a fool. Oh my God. I am done. I am done. I'm done. Anyway, Jesse Jackson has shaken up large corporations that discriminated against blacks. Farrakhan has never done anything for blacks. Okay, thank you, Sidney Dean. I appreciate your commentary. He's not doing his paperwork nor paying the fee to keep his nonprofit in good standing with the state. Oh. Trifling. Boy 14395, no idiot, I am not definitely who you think I am. Well, I know this, your grammar is definitely horrible. Moving right along. Boy George, you know he wears skirts. See, and this is the problem. I want to be for my black brothers. I don't even know if this person is black because they not real enough to show their face, probably because they look so horrible, right? And they're so insecure. That's why they hanging on to Tariq's nuts because they want to be like Tariq. Maybe because they didn't have a father figure and they feel like he is this picture of what they feel like a father figure should be. But don't you think your father would have fed you, being that you drove or flew all the way to the conference? Parents feed their kids. Zaddy ain't feed y'all. That's why y'all mad. Y'all mad at me? I ain't do nothing. Mama would have fed y'all. I would have fed you, boy. I would have fed you, boy. This is the most attention you've gotten in a long time. Anyway, thank you, Halo Skater 24. Moms didn't hug him enough as a child. Facts. Listen, it has to be somebody got turned down. That's the type of energy I'm getting from this president. He is jocking me. This is somebody that I must have broke their hearts. Okay? And play with me if you want to, because I will ruin your whole career. So keep it up. Keep it up. I may not know your identity now, but let me tell you something about the goddess and how much God works through me. I may not figure you out right now, but I will figure you out later, because that's always how it happens. I had trolls from Fly Nubian Queens who turned into my friends after I cursed them out. Listen, I welcome it. Say whatever you want to say, but you're not even real enough to put yourself out there for me to say anything about you. So that makes you weaker than a fucking weak-ass punk. Now, moving right along. Let's dedicate the rest of the lives to roasting boy shows. 143, not be fat. I could do this all night. I'm trying to be on my pro-black shit. Niggas like that, and you could be white and still be a nigga. I don't know what your nationality is. This is such a horrible attempt at a clapback. Show your face, boy 14395. And I put my Cash App in the chat. You said there's a bunch of broke people. Where's your money? Where's your money? Where's your money, Tariq? Or Tariq's pubes. That's what you need to call yourself. Tariq's pubes. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway. I'm gonna say I stuck on the same topic. That was the point. My whole premise for this live was to talk about the FBA Conference and how much you black men that's following him are idiots. And you proved my point. Prove my point. Thank you, Ishigo. I'm not pressed though. Listen, I used to get this energy on Facebook. No. Let's take it back to MySpace. From MySpace days. And MySpace was on some chill shit. I miss MySpace. You get to create your page with the music playing. As soon as you click on a person's page, you just hear the song drop. Like, boom. Then you see the pictures come up. It was a whole vibe. Why would you be mad at me on MySpace? What could I possibly have done to get trolls on MySpace? That was one. Then when Facebook came out, when I tell y'all, I done lost friends behind Facebook. I done had arguments, even down to friends that I'm friends with now. I done argue with my girl Jaja on here. I done argue with my girl Mary. I can handle y'all. Trust me. Trust me. Yes, we did Don La Vega. He's looking real pressed. He's pressed. Whoever this is pressed about me. And it's kind of making me feel good that I am on your mind so much. Anyway. He's on here looking for pussy. He's the pussy warrior. Now he can do it the easy way or do it the hard way. The choice is his. LOL, wrong place to be if you want some pussy, boy. Go to Tariq for that. Thank you. That's why I fucks with my subscribers. Don't come on here thinking you're going to try to bully me. It's not going to happen. Boy George wants those meatballs Tariq never said. Yes, the weakest link on this live. Thank you, Margarita. Like, I didn't even want to give that person that much attention, but it's just funny to me. Like, I'm one of the coolest chicks. I speak about people that deserve to be spoken about, and I give props to people where it needs to be given to. I don't just shit on people. I really am for my black people. I don't shit on people. I sing a lot of people's praises. I'm not just negative Nancy. But Tariq is negative Nancy. But nobody wants to discuss that. They only want to talk about the people that have a rebuttal for him. And that's fucked up. You said maybe Boy Shorts. Oh, wait. I'm missing something. Oh, yeah. Maybe Boy Shorts is mad because he didn't get to do the mixed slide with Tariq. Facts. He's mad because he couldn't get to the conference. And you ain't getting no pussy tonight. So that's why you on here wishing and hoping, boy. It'll never happen. Anyway, hey girl, yeah, the trolls in here. That's sad people don't have nothing else better to do productive. Yeah, it's probably Tariq. He probably made a Gmail account as soon as he saw. This is my third video talking about the FBA conference, and I don't give a fuck. It needs to be said. He said, boy, 1459 went to the Tariq conference. He mad because he hungry. Exactly. Hangry. All of that. Facts. It's somebody. It's either D Tubman, his wife, his kids. Tariq even got his kids trolling. That's a damn shame, Tariq. Boy 143. You couldn't even give him a proper name like King Shaka Zulu or some shit. You gonna bring a boy to a goddess stage? Make that make sense. Thank you, Sydney D. Yeah, they are sheeple. You said, laugh my ass off, mixed slide with Tariq, LOL. Then this is how I know it's somebody that really pressed about me. They're talking about how I'm reading the chat. I read the chat how I want to fucking read it. It's my channel. And when you get your own channel, then you can read the chat how you want to. I'm a little tipsy, and I went to work today, and I'm still vibing out with y'all. So if I miss a comment, I'll go back up. But anyway, I don't have to explain that to y'all. Let's get into a couple more topics before I go to bed, y'all. I wanted to talk about how Kanye West. I was watching Joe Budden podcast, and he was talking about how Kanye West, when he did the whole pissing on the Grammys, he also was talking to his fellow artists saying he's trying to get the masters back for all these artists, right? And that, the record labels is playing all of them, which we already knew, and this has been going on forever. From back in the day with the blues singers, you know what I'm saying? With the jazz, with Ella Fitzgerald's and remember that movie? What was the name of that movie that Beyonce was in? Damn, I can't think of the name. I always forget the name of that movie when she played Etta James. What's the name of that movie, y'all? Anyway, the point is, in that movie, they showed how a couple of the artists. Who was the other guy? Oh my god, I'm so mad that I'm fucking forgetting the names of the blues singer. Stormy? No. Stony? No. Anyway, somebody's gonna tell me the names. In that movie, the artist was not getting paid what they were supposed to be getting paid. They was getting cars instead of payment. Little peanuts. Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy you a house, but I'm not gonna actually give you a check. And the artist up to date is going through the same type of shit. They have the fame, they have the following, they got the Instagram, social media following. They make it look good. They probably borrow clothes, all type of shit to make it look good, but they really don't have no money. You understand? So yeah. Hold on a second, y'all, because I'm tired of this boy. I only deal with men. So, how do you get this nigga the fuck out of here? Alright. Thank you. I can't. Leave me the fuck alone. Cadillac Records, exactly. Cadillac Records. He said something Records. Holland Wolf. It was Wolf. And who was the other one? Little James. Damn. I'm about to do this shit. I'm getting tight. Cadillac Records. Who was the main? Muddy Waters. Muddy Waters, thank you for your help. Cause that is Cadillac Records is what made me fucking Muddy Waters. They all got shitted on. They was dying penniless back then. And the same shit is going on. So now Kanye West is trying to advocate for these artists, and Joe Budden is like, I'm feeling what he's saying, but I don't trust him. Because Kanye is still on some narcissistic shit. Well, he didn't use that word, I did. Like, he's for self. So even though it sounds good in theory, like I'm for the people, Joe Budden said he was in bed with these people at one time. He was the one on these people's coattails at one time. Buddy, chummy, cool. Now you're going against the grain, so it looks a little sketchy. Right? So, same thing they feel about Grandmaster Jay in a sense. Like, you was at Trump's rally looking a little chummy, now you going against the grain. So, that was the point I was trying to make. I was trying to show y'all the correlation between that. Like, it's crazy how you accept these butter biscuits, and then when them shits turn stale, you want to come back to the plantation to get some real soul food. Nah, nigga, go back in the big house, go to White Zaddy, and get them butter biscuits like you been getting. You say Kanye posted his contracts online too, but I don't understand how these artists can't understand contracts themselves without a lawyer. Just get a dictionary and Google and read your damn contract. No, because them contracts be having little hidden agendas, so that's not true. If you are not an avid reader and pay attention to details, you can be duped. That legalese shit be a whole other language. They make it confusing on purpose. Exactly as she go. Oh, Emmanuel says Muddy Waters was one of the blues artists portrayed in Cadillac Records. Facts. Thank y'all for that. And Little Walter. Yes, Halo Skater 24. Little Walter. Exactly, Concern One. You said Sugar Hill Records was the worst too back in the day. Yeah, a lot of these, especially the very first hip hop artists, they definitely didn't make no money. Do y'all remember Houdini? Hold on, I gotta play Houdini for y'all. I haven't heard that name in a minute. I don't know what made me think of them. Hold on. Do y'all remember Houdini? You said you blocked him? Yeah, I blocked him. He's annoying. Whoever that is, you want to get under my skin. You need attention, you need a hug, but you're not getting it from me. I don't give a fuck about you. Anyway, the purpose of an attorney is because they are familiar with how contracts are interpreted by courts. But Kanye late, we been knew this. The best artists are not on TV because they chose not to sell out. Exactly. You said at one time, he literally still in bed with them. He said, didn't Gazy sell Kanye's for masters and games on? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's alleged. Hold on. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I know the music ain't coming up. What? Alright, one of my favorite songs. I know y'all heard this before. And let me light my blunt real quick. Alright, the point I was trying to make by playing this is a popular group from the 80s. My mother used to love Houdini. Jaleel. Now, do you know these men are all blue collar workers? Do you know one of them drive an ambulance? They did the Where Are They Now or Unsung or some shit. All these niggas got blue collar jobs. 702? Do y'all remember 702? Do I gotta play 702 song for y'all? Oh, y'all know what I'm talking about. Let me play a 702 song just because I gotta prove a point. I gotta prove a point that motherfuckers is on Apple Music. Apple Music. And they gotta work a regular job. How? Y'all had like 4 or 5 albums. Why are they office workers right now? Why is Mila in the billing department right now? By this time, and I can't go on without you another night. Alright, I'm not gonna play too much of this. Y'all get the point. All of these artists got duped. A lot of them got duped. So here come the Jay-Z's. Gotta come and dupe their own people. Similar to Tariq. Oh, let me dupe my own people so I can get ahead. Similar to Tariq and others. Yeah, exactly. Okay, hold on. I'm missing some comments. You said Jay-Z is probably one of the few rappers who still got it like that. There are a few, but not many. Facts. Best to be independent. Facts. No more record labels. They're done. Don't give these people that much power. Teach One Beauty says, just because he said it sparked interest to get other artists to be bold enough to talk about their blood contracts. You know, he did that he want people to reveal their shit, but guess what? They gonna end up messing themselves up if Kanye don't follow through with this. That's what Joe Budden was basically saying, like, being leery. The message is good, the message is great. That should be what it is. Him fighting for artists to get their masters. There should be something in place for artists, but Kanye's still for self. Maddie says you don't need to waste money on attorneys unless you don't have time to read it yourself. These contracts are common sense. Shaking my head, and they call themselves hustlers. Yeah, but maybe you are more intelligent than other people that can comprehend shit. Exactly, Houdini. I mean, Shigo. Houdini is fire. You said, who don't know friends. Exactly. Speaking of that. Yeah, Houdini, yo. I'm glad I just brought them up. When I get off this live, I'm putting my headphones on. That was my song. Houdini was the shit. 5 minutes of funk, and how dare you were my jams. Alright, Mayberry. 8. And they was real men. Even though they dressed a little, but they still came off like real men. How many of us have them friends? One thing can depend on friends. Hey, wait, y'all gotta see the picture. Nah. What is the lead singer's name? He is tough. Yes. I don't know why I'm feeling this look with the no shirt, because usually I laugh at guys with that look. Why are you having a leather coat with no shirt underneath? Just like the guy from Waiting to Exhale. That's another story. Okay, anyway. You said it's not just a contract, it's also the thousands of pages of case law that is behind it that you don't see. But I do agree, all of us should go to law school if you have the chance to, or study yourself. That's a whole fact. Yeah, a lot of black men wait till they get to prison to start studying law. Then they become fucking lawyers and shit. Here she go. Yeah, it's a little small now. Here you go though. He said Prince Marky Lee from Fat Boys was on Godfrey's IG Live last night. Oh really? How he doing? How he looking? Because I know he had lost weight. He lost a lot of weight after Buffy died. That must have scared them. Yo, do y'all remember Crush Groove? Nah, I gotta find Crush Groove. I don't know what y'all, you said the Fat Boys. My favorite part as a kid was all you could eat. Y'all, they ate the whole buffet, y'all. They went to Sparrow's and ate the whole buffet. Nah, that just brought back memories. I gotta watch Crush Groove. Anyway, you said Houdini somebody different, LOL. Exactly. It's Houdini with a WHU. He said it's crazy. Artists make so many songs, hundreds if not thousands of songs during the time period run. And as time goes by decades go, they're only remembered for one or barely a few songs. Facts. It's so true. I love to look at the lyrics and who wrote the lyrics to songs now because I have been pleasantly surprised. Apple Music will have like dedicated songs for certain artists, like Kanye West Essentials, Pusha T Essentials. Yo, Pusha T, he's a hidden gem. Pusha T wrote on a lot of songs. Excuse me, oh my god, that's that wine. I was listening to a song by Jill Scott the other day called Fool's Gold. And I just happened because, when I'm on the bus, I sing karaoke to the people on the bus. But anyway, I was singing Fool's Gold this day. And I was looking at who wrote the lyrics. And I'm like, Pusha T is on there. What? This is an R&B song. And he wrote the jingle for McDonald's. I'm loving it. And he wrote the Arby's jingle. Yo. Some artists, they are hidden gems. Yes, Ashigo, we don't take care of our own like we supposed to. Exactly. Exactly, favorable child. That was a jam. Charles says, why? That's why Jam Master Jay probably went back to selling drugs. Ooh. Yeah. May he rest in peace. But you ain't never lied about that. They wasn't making no money. That's why Reverend Run went to be a pastor at his father's church, because he said, listen, the music business ain't paying. But the tithes and offerings, they always hitting. That's just like Jeffrey Owens from Cosby Show, who had to get a job working at a grocery store after being on that successful show. He was working at Trader Joe's and they was clowning him. And let me tell you something. Trader Joe's is an official supermarket. Trader Joe's is an official supermarket. Like, it's more bougie. Like, it's not, I'm not going to say it's like a gourmet garage or anything. But, they have a lot of vegan things. So, the hoity-toity community shops there. And the benefits is probably good. So I felt like people should have been shaming him because look, he wasn't getting no acting roles like that. They probably could only see him as Elvin, and they didn't want to give him a part at Shaft. I mean, I don't know. Yes, I know the two sisters from 702. I went to school with Iris and her twin. No one even knows who they are. Who they are now? They're good people though. Don LaVega, really? Yeah, I seen they had a unsung on them, and they was working regular jobs. I know, no, the one that's a twin, not Irish, Mila, one of them, she had kids and stuff, a family, and then her younger sister was the one that she was working in the billing department or some shit. They both worked. Matter of fact, she said her sister got her a job, and then the other singer, the lead singer left, what's the brown skin one? It's Misha, Mila, and Irish. Whatever. The one that's Music Soul Child's children's mother. She was on a reality show saying how, she didn't like how she was being treated and stuff. You said, I wonder if 50 had something to do with JMJ. He could have, because they had some type of altercation at that time, some financial altercation as well. Hey, Vic Mitchell, thank you for tuning in. The freaks come out at night. Yes, and you are one of them. I hope you subscribe. Mad Air 22, Jay-Z signed the locks. I seen a recent video with DMX and the locks that came out earlier this month. That video is fire. Really? He signed the locks? I mean, like a new song with the locks? Oh, shit, I gotta look into that. I got a couple of things I gotta look into on here. Illinois. Oh, wait, Y2K, if you're still here, drop that song again, Trenches, because I was looking for it and I forgot the name of the artist. Drop it right now so I can write it down in my notes, please. If you're still here, because I was looking for it. And Monica and Little Baby came up. So, please let me know. Please check out that Illinois though. He unknown but got the album of the year. I swear to God. I'm writing that down in my notes right now. Illinois, and the other one is Trenches. By who? Hold on. Trenches. Okay, sorry y'all. Yo Folks 3 says Big Mouth. Are you directing that to me? I don't know what that means. City D says I saw them in concert. LL Cool J has a career that spans over decades. He made smart moves. Thank you for bringing up LL Cool J because I wanted to talk about him too. He was on Fat Joe's podcast and he was talking about who would he battle on the verses. And a lot of people in the comments was like, nobody. Nobody can really battle LL. Think about it. He's like in a lot of different eras though. So how many people could say Snoop. Snoop could have battled LL. That would have been a good one. Snoop. Somebody said Busta Rhymes and LL. What y'all think about that? And it was somebody else. Because not a lot of people can handle LL. I'm sorry. Oh, they were saying Jay-Z. I don't think that would be fair. Jay-Z and LL, even though that is pretty dope. Because in all reality, yeah, Jay-Z is LL's age. I mean, damn near. Crush grooving, bodies moving. Hey, crush grooving. I'm about to go look for that. Prince Marky Z looked cool. No homo. He seemed real happy. Oh, really? Oh, that's nice. No, that's no homo. I asked you. Because, like I said, I know he was battling his weight issues. And he had did the surgery. And he was looking good. The other guy, too, they both had lost weight. Because Buffy was out of control. And may he rest in peace, too. The third fat boy that passed away. He was from Queens. You say, but it's hard to get into law school. All this stuff is just wording and verbiage, jargon that these people use in these contracts. It's not that complicated as you think. Just use Google and look it up. Okay, Maddie and 22. You call yourself a hustler, but stay getting hustled by record executives. So, me? I'm not the hustler. Oh, you talking about in general, the rappers. LOL, getting into law school is easier than looking up the stuff on Google. I believe if everyone knew how this system worked legally, revolution will be overnight. Okay, Y2 Kenyon. I thought about being a lawyer at one time, but yeah, that the whole, was it 8 years in school? Yeah, I don't know, guys. It's a lot of comments. Hold on. Y'all leaving a lot of comments. You said, I think Kanye wants to get out of his contract because he knows he has been used and they're going to throw him by the wayside and destroy him like they do all the sellouts. Well, I mean, I don't know, guys. He's wild though. Pusha T, Pen Wicked. Yes, it is. It is. The long-term money in the music industry is in writing and producing. Exactly. The writing and the producers make more than the artists sometimes. Lord Jamar and Godfrey finally got Glad canceled. Death to the vultures. It's way past time we support our own, like and everyone else. Dr. Inky did extensive research on Glad. It's on YouTube. You'll learn. Yeah, I saw Jay put up something earlier about that. I just didn't watch it. Am I being a hater? I'll watch it. But yeah, I did see that they said Vlad was canceled. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. That first of all, why was so many artists even sitting with him? Why? Because he had a following. So yeah, even though he done disrespected so many artists, he done asked some questions he needs to ask. He said Vlad is easy to figure out. He claims the lineage of our enemy. He's been canceled. Facts, Y2K. A lot of folks just now getting what Vlad about, right? You said entertainment business, 20% entertainment, 80% business. You better know the percentages before you get involved. Facts. Whole facts. You have to know the business because you will get duped. People steal music and there's no way for you to, if you don't copyright your music, there's no way to prove that. You said that's what happened to Stacey Lattisaw. She had to get a regular job. A lot of people. It's on the Locke's new album. They got a new album? Yo, I guess. I'm not hating. I just hope it's good. See, that's the only thing about coming out after the age of 40. It has to be good. Like, Nas came out and his album was good. Now I gotta check the Locks out. He said, so Vlad got taken down by his own people, Lord Jamar and Godfrey. Are you for real? Yeah, I gotta look into this after this, y'all. We about to wrap this up. Let me take a few more of y'all comments. 50 is a sinister character, not to be trusted. Yeah, he is. He's horrible. T-Shwan Beauty says Kanye sparked convo so people can stand up and stop living in fear. Many too afraid to confront these corporate buffoons, blood contracts, and many sacrifices. Ain't no money worth that low level soul damnation. Yes, I love it. So eloquently put. Facts. Wise Man says he is from Third Ward. CUNY homes like George Floyd. I don't know if I said that right. Really? Ishigo says, yup, it's a movement right now. Shutting Glad down. You calling him Glad? Like what, gay? It would have to be LL versus Andre 3000. No. Andre 3000 can't hold a candle to LL. You are wilding. No. It has to be a contender. Somebody with a catalog. Because remember, LL went from the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s. That's 3 decades. He was lit. You said Busta Rhymes could do it. Yup, exactly. Busta Rhymes to me has a catalog too. Because remember, he that era. And they got a song together. They got Flavor in Your Ear. Oh, Craig Mack is not here anymore. And Biggie's not here. Well, goddamn, that just chills just ran through my body, y'all. I got goosebumps for saying that. Oh my god, that's scary. Let's see, Stacey Lattisaw. What? Wow. She go. You know who Stacey Lattisaw is? What is her song? That's the one with, Who's Loving You? She made it over Michael Jackson, did she? Okay. Check out Ciara's video, Nappy Head Rooted. It's fire. I think I did see that. When she had the afro and the pregnant belly. Yes, Busta and LL. Not Jay. Jay-Z's not gonna do it. He thinks he's too lit. But LL's with the shits. And I know Busta will definitely be with the shits. He gotta lose a little bit of weight. Because Busta his voice is real deep. And that's from a lot of black men. Y'all gotta take care of your health too. Me, when I used to work in a DME company, so many black men need them CPAP machines to sleep because of the snoring. And it has to do with a little bit too much weight on your neck. And I'm not trying to throw shade. Y'all gotta be healthy, because that's the one thing I don't miss about sleeping with a man. That snoring. You ever been around a guy that snores so loud? If you don't fall asleep before him, you ain't gonna be able to fall asleep. Yeah, I don't miss them days. Anyway, LL wants to battle Jay-Z, but Jigga Man ain't coming outside, and neither is his wife. Facts. They ain't trying to play with the field Negroes. The song sounds even better on a nice sound system, though. Right. That One Love song. And let me tell y'all something. I love that beat so much. Prodigy made it. Damn, Prodigy. So many people I'm talking about died. Prodigy made that song over young black entrepreneurs. Let's see what y'all saying. Damn, the comments is going fast. He said Locks is signed to Rock Nation. Look on the Locks YouTube page. You can find the new Locks and DMX video. Okay, I'm gonna look into that. J&B's names was on that execution list. Check out Alice Down the Rabbit Hole channel. That Pizza Cake BS. Oh my gosh. Only because he had a big flat platform, and she go. Alright guys, I'm gonna take a few more comments, y'all. I'm so thirsty, and my eyes is like, after a while my eyes start blinking out. I'm gonna get some glasses. He said Vlad pays well for his interviews. That's why he has no shortage of people to interview. We need to put pressure on any black person rocking with Vlad. Well, I'm trying to look into this story about him being canceled and what exactly does that mean. And Shigo says, Glad came from an interview he did with Crunchy Black from 3 6 Mafia. Called him Glad for the whole interview. Oh, he did? Oh, that's where you got it from. I never really was watching Glad, so I don't know the inside jokes. You said maybe LL KRS-One. KRS-One don't even have enough hits to contend with LL. Try again, teach one. I'm sorry, sis. KRS-One got a couple of hits, but it ain't like LL's catalog. He said, Let Me Be Your Angel, I think was one of Stacey Latti's songs. Oh, okay. Let me be your angel. But I think she did make over Who's Loving You by Michael Jackson. They had an unsung for her too. Don't make me get to YouTube and Googling Stacey Lattis on now. And you know she used to go out with Johnny Gill. Perfect combination. That's the song. I know I did the melody wrong. He said Busta and LL would be good because Missy won't battle Busta because they're fam and Jay too scared to lose to battle LL. So Busta LL is the best we can get. I think so. I'm thinking so, y'all. Andre 3000 got a huge catalog though. Maybe y'all wasn't feeling him up north, but he was one of the hugest artists in the 90s and 2000s. But play that song Trenches. Oh, D. Brooks the President. Let me write that down. Yeah, no, I love Andre 3000. No, we did listen to him. That's false. That's false. What I'm saying is, do you really think he can contend with LL Cool J though? North, south, east, or west? Seriously, Y2 Kenyon. Seriously. I'm being serious. D. Brooks. Okay, the president. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I know Busta Rhymes he got songs that could penetrate LL songs. That's what I'm trying to say. Andre 3000 is on a different wavelength. He would be better up against somebody like basically he was in a group, so he could go group for group. I mean, he could do somebody like what was the group? It was Outkast and what was the group CeeLo Green was in? The group from Georgia, but they broke up. Y'all know what I'm talking about? They was a little quirky. You laughing at me, Superstar Bella? You said cut out that meat and dairy. It's time to get rid of the American diet. We are not supposed to eat 3 times a day. I don't eat 3 times a day. I hardly eat breakfast. I don't eat real heavy breakfast. Sometimes because if I didn't eat a good meal the night before, I might want a little something. I never even listen, guys. I had bought a breakfast sandwich this morning and ate half of it and then went on. It's not until lunch and dinner that I really get hungry. Yes, Leonard Green. Let Me Be An Angel. Perfect combination. Shigo says Prodigy's Hell Asian Dialect album. Yes. Man. Teach One says, I love Andre 3000. No one can compare. He's a genius, the truth. No, he is. You know it's one of my favorite songs. The Prototype. Now, I know that was a newer song, but still, I love it. That song is beautiful. Shigo says, I'm irritated. 3000 ain't gave us no whole album with straight bars, though. That's what I'm saying. He's more quirky. He's pop R&B. Look at Bombs Over Baghdad. Hey. And don't get me wrong, that was my shit. Now, when it first came on, I was like, dude, this nigga got a perm? But he's still a cutie. Alright. His songs grow on you. Them Roses. I remember karaoke nights, the guys used to always sing that Roses song. Hey, Author Empress Simone. I'm great. And you know I'm about to get off soon. I was on here almost 2 hours, child. I'm just talking about a lot. Vlad is a culture vulture. Why can't he interview people from his culture and make money? Exactly. Oh wait, I'm missing some things. Luda and LL? Ooh, Luda? Luda already battled Nelly. KRS One would be done after the 90s, but then he turned to a battle and freestyle about LL. Facts, he would. I don't know. It gotta be somebody that's still rapping. It gotta be somebody that is an older man, but still gets in the studio from time to time. I don't think KRS-One gets in the studio. I haven't heard nothing from him. You said, on the real, any motherfuckers go on Glad is gonna feel the pressure. I hope so. You said 3,000 bars is upper echelon. I mean, I like Andre. See, y'all from the South, so y'all automatically assume people from the North don't listen to Southern rappers. That's not the truth. That's not true. Like, you know how y'all got local rappers? Now, those rappers we don't know about. Like, D. Brooks the President, no offense, I never heard of him. And like, I know there's a lot of local rappers, like from Atlanta, even from New York. It'll be people that's locally known. They hood famous, but they not famous on the mainstream. God level bars. He said Outkast was big, not just Andre 3000. We not leaving out Big Boy like that. Nope. Thank you, Born Invincible. Nah, Big Boy is the truth too. Did he perform on the halftime show for the Super Bowl? You said LL and 50 Cent? That might work. But if anybody LL contends with, he's gonna demolish. Yes, Andre 3000 got some of the best culture songs of all time. Number 1, Hollywood Divorce. Number 2, Sorry Miss Jackson. And his early stuff was Real Gangsta, AT Aliens, Bad Boy, LOL. Yes, Concern One, Goody Mob. Goody Mob. Yes, I liked Goody Mob. They was weirdos, but they was cool. Their music was good. You said Stacey Laswell did remake of the Delphonics hit Love on a Two-Way Street. Oh, okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Goody Mob. Yes. The Dungeon Family with Outkast and them. Yes. I like that vibe. Cool J got too many bangers. He can battle with one album. That's true. That's true. Andre 3000 can go against CeeLo Green and Outkast versus Goody Mob. Facts. I like the way you're thinking. Yeah, Don LaVega, Troy Royce, thank you for tuning in. Born Invincible says LL versus 3K makes 0 sense. We might as well have Nori battle all the Wu-Tang if that's the case. No! He said Nori. No, but Nori really thinks he has bars. That's the funny shit. Halo Skater 24. Bobby Brown need to do a versus. He do. Bobby Brown versus R. Kelly. Pull R. Kelly up. Bobby Brown and R. Kelly not, but R. Kelly's gonna demolish Bobby Brown because he got too many hits. But Bobby Brown is the originator of the pelvic thrust. I mean, he influenced guys like Chris Brown, Usher, you know, Amarion. Okay. You said all the Wudo, exactly. I'm crying real tears. My eyes was dry. That lit my eyes. Vlad was disrespectful to Dr. Sabi, sorry. Disrespectful on the reparations topic, and now disrespectful to Minister Farrakhan. Go sit down, Vlad. Right. Go sit in the corner and never come out. You're on a permanent timeout. You can always tell our enemies they can't fix their mouth to say yes, reparations for us. That's a fact. That's what I'm saying. Even if I was not getting reparations, I wouldn't be like, oh, then nobody's getting it. I'm not getting it, so nobody's getting it. Like, come on. You said mainstream Outkast. Check that out. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. They didn't even have any Rice Krispies treats. Dude, George Trusty, you mad late. You are funny. No, I heard they had some red velvet cake. It's called Mainstream by Outkast. Okay, I'm gonna check these things out because you know I had to put them in my notes. You said, oh shit, comments is going fast now. He said, I know I saw that you started streaming 104 minutes ago. Glad it's canceled, but should have been canceled. I hope it sticks this time around. We cancel people and allow them back in the culture. That's a fact, author April Simone. We do that all the time. Oh, this person's canceled, and then here they come back. We supporting them. Now, Big Boy the truth. One of the realest in the game. Nah, Big Boy is the truth. I love them. Like, I don't. There was a time. It's so crazy because my little brother is 22 and he was watching the Source Awards, and this Source Awards was so instrumental that he happened to stumble upon, because I remember when Outkast got an award and people in the audience booed them because the Source Awards was in New York at the time. I was younger though. I wasn't like even a teenager, I don't think, when this came out. I might have been a preteen. I might have been a young teenager. Anyway, the point is this. Andre 3000 was so hurt by that. When he came to accept the award, he was like, the South got something to say. The South got something to say. And I was like, oh, he shut it down. And that's when everything changed. You see, God don't like ugly New York. You see, y'all tried to play people from down south, you tried to play the West Coast, and now look at you. Now look at your music. Y'all had to copy off Chicago. That's a damn shame. Now, after that, the South took off, and every artist was going to Georgia to make it. Georgia was lit after that, especially. Other places too, because you had Tennessee was popping, you had people from Texas, like you had Mike Jones, you had... It was like the South took over hip hop, and New York became a ghost town. Like literally, they just started making more waves. You said, now why can't we have LL in a rematch against Cannabis or Kumo D, or LL and God MC Rakim? I'll watch for that for sure. Ooh, all the Empress. Go ahead, sis, take it there. Yes, it's Chico Dungeon Family album. I'm about to look that up too. I'm about to put all this stuff in my playlist. Stuff I haven't even thought about in a while. NC local rappers got bars just unknown up north. Facts on you. I know. I'm just saying. I know it's always those local famous rappers. And unfortunately, if we're in another state, we don't get to hear them unless they're on the radio. Maddie says, how about LL versus Too Short? All right, no, you're pushing me now. That's not even, no. Too Short can't come across no damn LL. My favorite group is the Cherry Poppin' Daddies. What? Cherry Poppin' Daddies? What the hell is that? I gotta look into that, because that sounds crazy. Halo Skaters is out of pocket, LOL. CNN The War Report. The Bloodsport, head crack. Yo, let me tell y'all something. Me and my ex-friend, we used to listen to that album all day, okay? I used to be in love with Capone and Noriega. I don't know, I liked Noriega's swag, even though he was silly and he didn't really have many bars. He had just like a weird, ill type of swag, I don't know. Bobby is the GOAT of New Jack Swing. He is. Once again, is my mind telling me no of my body. Rakim versus Big Daddy Kane, though. Now that's a battle. LL and Ice Cube, no. I wouldn't even want to hear the back and forth because their music is too different. It's too different. I don't know. Ice Cube needs to go up against a more gangster rapper, in my opinion. LL's not gangster rap. He's like in between. It's like he's not a punk by any means, but he's not like, oh, I'm killing niggas on the street, I'm selling drugs and shit. He was Ladies Love, Cool James, like simply that. Y2K, you gonna have to go. What? You gonna have to start bringing a glass of water, which. Oh, wait, when I go live, you're right. I know, my mouth was dry. How much was the tickets to FBA Conference with no food? Starting at $50. And some people purchased some VIP seats in the front row. I don't know for what. What was the difference? Check out Margarita with Big Boy and Sleepy Brown. Okay, I will. Oh, I remember Sleepy Brown. He said, if you see that video Dr. Enki did of Glad, you'll see the whole science behind dude. He really is the feds. I'm gonna look into it. Let me see what you said. His name is Dr. Enki. Okay. I'm writing down so much stuff. Y'all always filling me up with information. And I always love to learn. You said, and Dr. Dre. What? Oh, yeah. And Dre 3000 said the South has something to say. That's all I remember from that awards. Exactly. I remember that. But he said it and his voice was kind of cracking. He was hurt. You said New York garbage. Buffalo is it? Griselda? Excuse me? Buffalo is in New York. It's just not in New York City. You said H-Town DJ Screw. Rest in peace. Right. DJ Screw. DJ Screw was lit at one time. So lit. He's still lit. They still sampling DJ Screw's voice. Teacher on Beauty. Andre 3000 dropped off after his mom passed. Went through a lot. I'm sorry to hear that. They tried to say it was because Erykah Badu broke his heart. You say, yeah, I remember Outkast getting booed. That's the same source of awards with Snoop, like the East Coast don't like the West Coast, and Dr. Dre. Yup. It was so much tension at that source awards. So much tension. Yes, this is the most comments I ever saw in my life too, Don Vega. I can't even keep up. I gotta keep scrolling up. Your subscribers and views are growing, so they're only gonna go by fast. You won't be able to read them all in a minute. I know. I'm gonna have to start picking stuff out. Because I was only supposed to take a few comments and y'all still going. He said no upstate rappers get any shine. Never heard of any Buffalo rappers. Yes, you have. Young Pharaoh. And on that note, let me take your vote. It's so crazy because I was just watching Young Pharaoh. He put up a video saying he's leaving his hometown. Hold on. Damn, it's not lit. I'm gonna have to wait. He said he's leaving his hometown. I didn't know that he's from Buffalo. I would watch him, but I never knew where he was from. So he was saying, he was celebrating his son's birthday, and then he had his little daughter there. So now, from the video, I would assume he has two baby mothers, because, he left the party. He left his hometown and went somewhere else. His son wasn't around anymore. And there was a woman there that looked like the son. And then when he said, this is my lady and my daughter, yeah, it's different people. But anyway, that's his business. I'm not saying that's wrong or not wrong or whatever, but wasn't Young Pharaoh a rapper? And he's from Buffalo. Anyway, that was it. You said, I promise you ain't heard nothing like that Illinois though, except maybe B.O.B.'s Elements album. Oh, okay, I'm gonna listen, I promise. I got my headphones. You wanna see? I have to listen to music with my headphones. That's how I really get full effect. I can't listen out loud for some reason. It's it's more intimate with the headphones. You said New York has the hardest rappers. What you talking about? Well, it depends on your perception. CNN was raw back then, fast. A lot of our New York rappers was raw. And only real niggas will admit that they got influenced by New York rappers. Like Pusha T, he has admitted he's from VA and he was influenced by New York rappers. And there's nothing wrong with that because guess what? I honestly can appreciate the fact that a lot of Southern rappers came out because it showed that the South is not really as different as we want to portray it to be in New York. Yeah, it's different in the sense it's slower and, New York City is the city that never sleeps. But the South can be just as ratchet, or if not worse than New York, okay? You said CNN was raw back then. I read that. New York doesn't rap like they should. Only Young M.A. and Cardi, but I rock with them both. I'm old school, and the only Southern rap I really listen to, except for those on my FB friend list, is T.I. Yeah, I still listen to T.I. too, I ain't gonna lie. I listen to Rick Ross. I listen to Young Jeezy. I listen to a lot of people from the South. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. The South got it. They got it on the rap scene. I'm sorry, y'all. LL versus Too Short. Maddie and Hush. Hush up. Southern people were sensitive because they struggled so hard. His feelings were so hurt. Right, that's true. Oh, I'm missing stuff. Hold on. Oh, man. These are going too fast. No, these comments are going too fast, my friends. You said, I mean Dr. Dre as in Dr. Dre, not Dre 3000. Oh, okay. You said Ice Cube and Dre or Ice Cube and Snoop. The West versus the West will be dope. We can crown one the king of the West Coast. LOL. But that's how I feel. Like some of the music is so different. The West Coast has a certain sound. The South has a certain sound. New York has a certain sound. So it's like clashing to me. It's like, but I guess. If I'm paying more than $5, I better get some fruity facts. You said Nori carries CNN, Capone is forgettable. Oh, shit. Kind of true, though. Have you never heard of Griselda 38 Special, Shay Noir? What? Listen to 38 and Shay songs, Dying Breed, the dopest back and forth you ever heard. No, I've never heard that. He said, why does my New Yorkers think about Pop Smoke? May he rest in peace. But who crowned him king of New York? And why all the rappers on the New York radios being played are all trying to sound like him? Because you know people profit off of death. You know that. And that's all it really is. Hopping on the bandwagon. Because he had a lot of music that he didn't release yet. And you see 50 Cent knew that. That's why he finished producing his album. Right? And now all of the drill music heads are hopping on Pop Smoke songs, and it's so disgusting. That's why New York is trash. These young guys think it's cool, but y'all are trash. You said, are you a fan of ultramagnetic MCs? What does that mean? Ultramagnetic MCs. And y'all are spitting some shit I ain't never heard before. I don't know if I'm tired. I don't know. But I never heard some of these things. You said LL was harder when he was underground. Troy Ross, right. But he still was hard to us ladies. What about Silk versus Shy? Ooh, but I don't know if Shy has enough hits. But then again, Silk don't have any hits either. That might be a good one. Southern people were sensitive. Oh, I read that. Nobody can go against LL but Snoop, period. That's a fact. Yes, Griselda, Flatbush Zombies, and Freddie Gibbs. Kambada are the best rappers in New York. Really? Okay, I gotta check these two out. I'm still stuck in the 2000s. Young Pharaoh 100, right? Who's messy? Young Pharaoh? Alfred Assist? What you talking about? New York don't rock like they used to. We got Cardi, Nicki, Bobby Smurder. Okay, Bobby Smurder is on timeout. Pop Smoke, Fabio Locks, A Boogie, Lil CJ, Tekashi 69. You shouldn't put Tekashi in there. Dave East, L Smooths, plus more. We got the game on lock. And now look at these lineup of individuals. Look at the character of these individuals. Damn, they making New Yorkers look bad. Troy Ross, I'm feeling Griselda. Okay, I gotta check. Is Griselda a man or a woman? Alright, y'all, I'm taking a few more comments for real. I'm so thirsty, y'all. I'm thirsty. He said, are you joking? Tekashi singing. Not exactly. I love YP, bro, your mind. The other was RR God, GF, and YP Baby Mom. Oh, Lord. I don't know none of these people. Freddie Gibbs not from New York. He from Gary, Indiana. I'm from Frisco, and I fuck with the East real tough. Wu-Tang over everything for me. Okay, here she go. Yes, Julissa. Cadillac Records, you mad lady? Said Flatbush Zombies, Joey Badass, Young M.A., Fabulous, Casanova. We running the game right now again. New York rappers all over the Billboard charts. Now, in the last few years with the biggest hits in 2020. I guess. I honestly don't think the Southern rappers are better than New York. And if they can't freestyle, get them out of here. They just have better promoters and more supporters than New York. See, that's the thing. I feel like the Southern rappers changed the game because rap used to be about battling. It used to be about off of the dome. It used to be about freestyling, getting at each other in the music. That's where rap started going in the well, not originally, but it started going in with the Kumo D's and LLs and the KRS Ones and speaking of that, this is for you, or the Empress. I love you, sis. Though I love you, but I just thought about a song I could play for you, if it's even on here. Is it on here? If it's not, he's trash. If this song is not on Apple Music, he is trash. Okay, it is. This is where the Southern rappers got their swag from. I'm just saying, but I love y'all. I love the South. And it's for you, or the Empress. Even though they trying to play Queens. Why am I so happy? He's trying to play Queens. Hey. Why are you trying to play Queens though? I'm not even gonna play the whole thing because I don't like that comment about Queens. Matt, and you don't know who Young Pharaoh is? Oh my god, he's a YouTuber, but I believe he's an artist too. Remember, the labels run the industry, so they tell everyone what and who to sound like. If the South has one group popping, then the label makes everyone try and sound like them instead of originality. Nah, that's facts. Marcy is the dopest MC in New York City. His main knowledge, the pirate got some heat too. Okay, y'all saying some names I've never even heard. I'm out of here. I love y'all though. Let me see if anybody's saying something crazy. New York drill rappers still style is lit. They not trash. I'm not talking about lyrics. I'm talking about style. How old are you, Mad Ant? They style is lit. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I really am getting older. Good night, Leonard Green. Yes, I love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm reading like my vision is blurry. My vision is blurry, and I'm getting tongue tied. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. This was a great conversation. Y'all going off in the chat. Yes, Arthur. That was the shit. But I'm not playing the whole thing because he's trying to play my hometown of Queens. I mean, I was born in Brooklyn, but I was raised in Queens. I don't appreciate him saying Brooklyn keep on taking it, Bronx keep. Wait, hold on, no. We gotta say this right. Let me just play it. This is how we gonna close the show. That Queen keeps on faking it. I hate you, KRS-One. Anyway, on that note, I love y'all. Yes, it was a battle song. And Attack the Clones right now. It is though, it is. But I love y'all. I'll see y'all maybe tomorrow. I'm supposed to do that training for the election day worker. Should I do it? Y'all let me know. Hit me up in the comments and let me know if I should do it or not. But either way, I gotta go to the 9 to 5. Oh really? From Ultramagnetic produced this song? Okay, I gotta look into that. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I love y'all. Oh, Mr. Let You Tell It is on. Y'all go check him out. He's a subscriber. He's talking about the FBA conference too. All right. You say because you got something to say. Hey, y'all do. Y'all do got something to say. I love me a Southern gentleman. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't think that we think that, oh, guys from the South is whack. Oh, no. Oh, no. We welcome you. All of you.